When users read our technical documents, they have to imagine the procedures in their minds. A video can remove the guesswork and mystery. Find out how to create an outstanding hardware video in this tip-tastic episode of Learn It All. For any video, engaging the media team early and including us in the planning gives the best results. An effective hardware video requires extensive pre-production. Follow these 5 tips to set us all up for a smooth production day. Your script should be based on an existing published document that describes a tested and approved procedure. If you only have access to draft documents, work closely with the document writer and SMEs to identify parts that might change. As you're developing your script, consider if you need to include any warnings or disclaimers that are in the source documents. Again, work with the writer and SMEs to decide. For each step of the procedure, consider what viewers must learn from that shot. Do they need to see a particular component? Should they see how a release mechanism works? Should we highlight something on screen to aid learning? Answering these questions ensures that you clearly and accurately teach what you meant to teach. You need to find someone to perform the procedures on camera. Whomever you choose, make sure they practice, for 2 reasons. 1, it confirms the accuracy of the written procedure. You might even uncover ways to improve the source documentation. And 2, practice makes the shoot go better. For example, if a screw is hard to turn, you'll know to loosen it before shooting. So, you've finished your script and your talent has practiced. You're ready to shoot, right? No! Not yet. Production day can't be improvised. Work with us to create a storyboard and shot list. The storyboard shows rough sketches of each shot in the script. These don't have to be works of art, but they should be accurate enough to show where to place the camera and how far to zoom in. Next is the shot list, a detailed list of every angle to record on production day. Use your script and storyboard to create the list because to manage your time efficiently, you might have to shoot out of order. Changing camera angles requires moving the camera and adjusting the lighting. If you can avoid this, you save time and create more consistent footage. For example, if your storyboard uses the same camera angle at 3 different times, it's more efficient to shoot all of those together. There's one last step before you're ready to shoot: scheduling. Data centers and labs are cramped and noisy, making them difficult to work in. And their poor lighting makes your footage hard to see. Instead, try to schedule your shoot in a studio or other controlled environment. It's less stressful, sounds better, and your footage looks great when you can light it properly. Lastly, make sure you have all the proper hardware, tools and cables needed for the procedure. If the script calls for a screwdriver and 6-foot blue network cables, make sure you have them. Close enough won't cut it. If you follow those 5 tips, you've set yourself up for a great shoot. Now, let's look at 4 production day tips to help us make the best possible video for you. Your footage looks much clearer if you light it properly. Use multiple lights to eliminate shadows and remedy any glare reflecting off all that shiny metal. Remember back in pre-production when you asked what viewers should learn from each shot? Well, here's where you put that into action. Working with hardware components can be fiddly, but you must do your best to show viewers what they need to see. This might mean your talent has to stand in an unnatural position or twist their hands in a certain way. The goal is always to let the camera see as much of the action as possible. If you can't complete the procedure without blocking the camera, get a clear before and after shot to illustrate what changed. When recording, leave room for visual effects. Your editor might need to add a caption or highlight a component. You can frame a shot more loosely to allow room, or shoot extra footage to give time for an effect to complete. In your script and shot list, note these effects and shoot accordingly. Narrating a procedure takes much longer than doing it. Take a look at this example.
Release the securement latches. Slide the module out of the slot.
Record extra footage or break your actions into discrete parts so the narration and actions can match.
Release the securement latches. Slide the module out of the slot.
So, there you have it. 5 planning tips to set us up for success on production day, and 4 tips for production day itself. Use these tips for your hardware videos and your viewers will learn it all.